Hi, welcome to our channel. This is Teacher Samson guiding you through Mathematics Grade 9 Kjsea 2025, the setting. Now, when you are doing your revisions, kindly do not forget this article. This is a must read for all the students, those who are doing Kjsea this year. So kindly focus on, first of all, we know the structure that Kjsea mathematics paper is divided into two sections. We have section A, which has 20 questions, or each question 1 mark. So it is 20 marks, and it is multiple choice questions. And these questions are 20, and they are compulsory. You can't say that you're not going to do them. You have to do them. Then you have, it tests on various topics or strands across the design. Then section B is 21 to 40. That is question number 21 to 40. And it carries 80 marks. So comprises 20 structured questions. And these structured questions are distributed across key content areas as shown below. Let us go to areas of specification in section B. So we have section of numbers, algebra, and geometry. In the numbers, you'll be tested on whole numbers, decimal fractions, factors, multiples, ratio, proportion, and percentages. Arm yourself well. It will be carrying 10 marks, and that is structured questions, five to 8 questions, each question ranging between 2 to 4. Then we have algebra, algebraic expressions, simple equations, substitution, patterns, and sequences. That is under algebra structured questions. Questions can be 4 or 5 or 6, each carrying either 2 or 3 or 4 marks. Then that is 15 marks for algebra, 15 marks for algebra. Then you'll have what we call the geometry. Geometry, remember, we have angles, construction of triangle, and bisecting angles, bisecting lines, properties of shapes, yeah. For example, it can be told it had all the interior angles, it had 4 sides, and all the sum of all interior angles was 360. Then you are told all the sides were equal. Each angle was 90 degrees. So which shape was that? The correct answer should be square. So we have structured questions, 4 questions to 6 questions, and each is carrying either 2, 3, or 4 marks, giving us a 15. Under geometry, we also have what we call the properties of shapes, symmetry, profit, loss, simple interest, and discount, hire purchase. That is under money. Now we have measurement, yeah, length, perimeter, area, volume, time, speed, temperature, and so on. We have statistics and probability. Here you are going to be tested collection and presentation of data, bar graphs, pie charts, simple probability, and there are structured questions, 3 to 5 questions, and each question 2 to 5 marks per question, giving us 10. Next is, can you see the task? Task 1, question 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, maximum of 20. Task 2, 26, question 26, 27, 28, maximum of 10. 20, task 3, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, giving us a maximum of 22. Then task 4, it will be number 34, number 35, 36, 37, 38, giving us a maximum of 20. Then we have task 5, question 39, and question 40, giving us 80 marks. So when you add it, it gives you 80. No multiple choice questions in part B or in section B. Number 2, calculators use is not permitted unless you are directed. Then some questions involve drawing graphs, showing working steps, and completing tables. Then we are given marking details. Short structured questions, that is 2 marks. Definition, short calculations can be told 3 to 5 marks. Multi-step calculations, constructions, and so on. Marking scheme emphasizes on correct working, logical steps, and accurate answers. Diagrams, that is, for example, constructions marked for precision, correct labels, and neatness. Total mathematics mark is 70. Let us see. NEC reports, mathematics out of 100 after standardization, but raw marks are 70. Mathematics heavily influences STEM placement for junior school, for senior school. In fact, they say that if you're not going to reach 40%, okay, let me not say anything. Kenya Junior Secondary School Education Assessment, Kjsea. Final paper. So areas of specification. These are the areas that we are going to be tested now. Almost the exact question. So comparing and ordering ratio, numbers, decimals, and fractions. So performing operations, the addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, determining square root on the cube root of rational numbers, understanding and applying absolute value in calculations, powers and exponents. If you have a problem with indices, yeah, using positive, negative, you remember this? Yeah, the use of positive and negative or zero exponents, the integers. Applying exponent rules in operations, yeah, in multiplication, when the base is the same, you add the power. In division, when the base is the same, you subtract the powers. Then you have powers of powers. Powers of powers means you multiply them. You multiply them. For example, 2 power 2 squared, it is 2 power 4. Next, order of operations involving exponents and conversion, converting number to and from scientific notation, that is writing numbers in scientific form. Real numbers, here we talk about natural, whole, integers, ratio, irrational, real numbers. You can practice this all the time. Financial literacy, we have solving problems involving ratios, rates, proportions, simple interest calculations in real life context. The moment you hear that, you know that you're going to be given. Juma went to the market and bought, yeah, like that. So in algebra, we have seen that marks expressing or expressions and polynomial. So binomials, have you learned this? Yeah, you'll have to learn them. Combining like terms, adding and subtracting polynomials, multiplying and dividing polynomials, particularly by polynomial or binomials. Factoring polynomials, greatest common factor. You factor out using greatest common factor, then you write it well. So simple trinomials. Yeah. Substituting values into algebraic expression. You are given that x equals to 3, y equals to 2, and p equals to sum of x and Why? So this one will be tested to know whether you know this. Then we have equations solving, one-step linear equation, multi-step, and equations with variables on both sides. And this can be simultaneous equation. Applying distributive property in solving equation and literal rearranging formula to solve an equation. Linear relations and graphing, identifying and representing matters in linear relations, graphing linear equations, including determining the slope, that is the gradient, identifying x-intercept and y-intercept, solving linear equation by graphing. You have to pay attention. Then understanding direct and partial variations. Very important. That is very important. Yeah. Next is inequalities. Do you remember inequalities? Yeah, representing inequalities in a linear inequality, that is in a graph or in a algebraic expression. So solving one-step inequality, multi-step inequality, and understanding and solving compound inequality, and introduction to system of linear inequalities where applicable. Next is lines and angles. Yeah, the measurement geometry. You need to be careful here. We have the parallel lines, perpendicular, intercepting or intersecting line. Then we have understanding angle relations, complementary. Remember complementary, you have done this in grade 7. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees, 90 degrees. For example, what is the complement of 60? So you'll say 90 minus 60, which gives us 30. So the complement of 60 is 30, but the supplement means 180. That when you add them, you get 180. So if I ask you, what is the supplement or the supplementary angle formed in 130? So you will say 180 minus 130, you get, yeah, 180 minus 130, you get 50. So our the supplement angle of 130 is 50. Two-dimensional shapes, understanding properties of triangles. You remember triangles? Yeah. Yes. And then we also have types of triangles, angles, sum of property of triangles that they add up to 180 degrees. Then we have congruent and similar triangles. We have Pythagorean theorem and its converse. And then we have understanding properties of quadrilaterals, for example, parallelogram, rectangle, squares, rhombus or rhombus, trapezoid, kites, and so on. Calculating area and perimeter of polygons. Do you remember polygons? You have done this in grade 8. Then we have area of segments or sector and understanding circle properties. Next, circle properties include radius, diameter, circumference, and sector, and so on. The angle, the chord, and the tangent. Don't forget them. Then we have three-dimensional shapes. These are shapes that you can see. They have all the dimensions, three of them. So calculating surface area of a prism, work on that, work on pyramid, work on cylinders, work on cones and spheres. Yeah, frustrums and so on. So transformations, understanding transformation, understand the translation, reflection, and rotation. Performing deletions, enlargement, and reduction or reducing scales. You remember you have the types of scales? Okay, we have line symmetry, rotational symmetry, understanding similar polygons and scale diagrams. Then we have coordinate geography. There you say understanding the Cartesian coordinate system, plotting points, calculating distance from 2 points, and so on. Then we have data collection and representation. This one is, we talk about the tables, the charts, the graphs, bar graph, line graphs, pie chart, histograms, and scatter plots. Measurement of central tendency, that is mean, mode, and median. Mean means average. You add all the marks, then after that you divide by the number of learners. Then median is the middle number, and then the mode, the most occurring number. Measures of dispersion. Ridge, interquartile ridge. Yeah. Then we have probability in grade 8 and 9, understanding basic probability concepts, experiencing experimental versus theoretical probability, then calculating probabilities of simple event, compound event, and identifying independent and dependent events. Then we have examining assumption, examining assumptions and limitations in predictions based on probability. Think that is the last part. May God bless you till we meet again. Continue revising, continue working hard. If you have not given us subscription, kindly subscribe.